very special event. Today is going to be a very special event because we are very lucky to invite Andrew Tan, one of our great friend who is joining us today as our guest speaker for Speakers Night special session today. So thank you so much everyone for joining. So I'm just going to leave this session to our Toastmaster of the evening who will guide us through the program of the night. For those of you who doesn't have the program, we will share it in the chat box shortly. All right, KK Lim, distinguished Toastmasters, this is your time. KK.
Thanks, Joanne, for the welcoming notes. And yes, this is Gurney Hydro, and today I'm the Toastmaster of the evening. Since we have guests here, let me introduce what is Toastmaster of the evening. That means actually I'm the host as well for tonight's session. I'll be handling all the agenda and making sure the flow is as smooth as possible. So today, the theme of our meeting is actually
KK, are you muted?
You could mute yourself.
KK, you are muted, KK.
I see your mouth is moving.
KK, you are muted. Oops.
okay. That's the problem of without installing the apps in my laptop, because once I share the audio of the Google Chrome, it will just make me silent. Let me share again without sharing the tab audio. All right, let me repeat. So as a Toastmaster of the evening, I'll be hosting today's meeting, and with the theme of today's meeting, fearless. Let me invite everyone to think about when was the time that you do something fearlessly. Take some time to think about it. Then I will invite you to share and also introduce yourself to the club members, since a lot of new guests and new faces here. With that, let me invite our brother Luke. You want to introduce yourself and share with us when was the time that you did something fearless and what was that? Yes, Luke, we can hear you.
Give me a sec, sir. Hang on. Yeah. Hi, my name is Luke Ebner. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So far everything is fearful to me, which I never tried before anything yet. Maybe this session might help me to do well. Yeah.
Okay, sure. I believe Gurney Hydro's member have the energy to push you to do something fearless, at least tonight. Then the first thing I would think, you joined the Toastmasters Club. In our club meeting, that's one of the fearless things that you would do today. Congratulations, and I hope you do more soon.
Yeah.
Next. Next, let me invite our sweet Alexandra.
Hello.
Hi.
Yep, we can hear you.
Hello. So I'll introduce myself first and then say an example of something I did that's fearless. Okay. So I'm Alessandra, but my friends call me Sam. And my friends call me Sam. That's my nickname. And one thing that I did that I consider as fearless is when I joined the debate club last year, because I was really nervous and not really that confident in my public speaking skills before, but I forced myself to join the club because I wanted to improve. However, I was able to do the club for a few months, but I had to leave because it was like getting too expensive. So I decided to join the Toastmasters to continue on my public speaking journey. Start dipping my toes in Toastmasters rather, because I still want to continue improving.
Yes, I'm sure you will improve as long as you stick with the club and practice more. Yep, thanks Alessandra for sharing. Next, let me invite Chandini.
Ooh, can see Hanlun posting something. Congratulations, Sam.
Oh,
Oh,
can I help?
okay. Oh, okay.
Oh,
Are you my dad's
Yeah,
colleague?
yeah, yeah. I know
Oh,
your dad.
okay.
Same company. I introduced
oh,
your dad about Gurney Hydro. That's why that you are here today. I guess so.
Oh, okay.
wow.
Thank you.
Thanks, Hanlon.
Good to see you. Good to have you here.
Okay, thank you so much.
All
Welcome.
right. So we're good
All
with
right, yeah.
Sam. Sorry, Shandini.
Yes.
Yeah. Please go ahead. Sorry for that.
Oh, okay. So fearless things like fearless. What would make? I think every day I kind of face something that I have to do new or a little bit of fear, and this is something new for me. This is a bit. I'm meeting new people, and I'm supposed to just stop my mind. So these are like things I feel a bit need some practice. Yes.
You don't have to fear us. We don't bite.
No, it's
Yeah.
just that I've not joined any group like this for very long. Yeah, that's about it.
Wow, that's good. Yeah. I remember the first time. Yeah, fearless doesn't need to be a very big action. Small things like you talking to a stranger by the roadside or joining a club meeting, joining a Toastmasters to experience with different people. That's also an action. Perhaps this action might impact huge in your future. Who knows, right? No matter what, just do it and you experience and learn from there. Yeah. Next, let me invite Felicia.
Hi, so my name is
Hi.
Felicia. I'm a member of Gurney Hydro. I'm the treasurer of the club. One thing that I think I try, which I felt is fearless, is trying to publish my own children picture book. So I never thought that I could make it, but I think it was a journey. There were so many times I felt like this is a dumb idea. Like, why did I even had this idea to do it? But I think overall, in the end of the day, the experience was priceless. Thank you. Back to you, KK.
Thanks, Felicia. Yeah, I read the book about Santa. It was nice.
And then
I
else.
like it very much. Yeah. Right, next, let me invite Abigail. Maybe,
Can you hear me?
Yes.
yes.
Okay, for me, fearless is first time I'm going to venture into sales. So talking to people and joining this kind of group is something is new to me, and I'm excited to venture here. Thank you.
Great.
Yeah, I give you a clap. Thanks for joining. Next, let me invite Hanlun.
My favorite time that I remember when I visited to US, United States alone that time. And even though a first time visit United States and I dare myself to drive alone.
Wow.
That was the crazy thing. I still remember that I drive into the wrong lane. Imagine that in US it was in right hand side will be your is the right way. I drive into another way. Then there's a car. Then oops. I knew that I drove into the wrong lane, then reverse. So if I go to another lane, wow, sweating all the way. First time.
But you survived.
I still survive.
You didn't get any summon?
Luckily not at that time.
Okay.
Thanks. Back to you, KK.
Right. Thanks, Hanlun, for sharing the interesting experience. By the way, Hanlun is actually our area director as well. In Toastmasters, we have club leaders, then above club we have area leaders, and we have division leaders, and above. And don't worry, you don't have to think about that. You will know more soon once you join Toastmasters. I bet, yeah, the timer is showing yellow already. Let me invite maybe one last speaker to share. Yeah, Joanne. You must have a lot.
Yeah, I do. I do. When I was really young, I think Luke's age, when I was 18, I always do crazy stuff. Bungee jump, like flying fox, all those crazy stuff. But the most fearless thing that I've done is actually traveling to Cambodia. I'm not sure if you guys have been, but I've been to Cambodia, and the greatest thing that you have to try are those street food that they have with all those insects and whatnot. So they have scorpions, and they have cockroaches, and they have those tree bugs and whatnot. So Habibi, seriously, they taste funny, but they really smell like, when you taste them, they taste like peanuts. So it's a crazy experience, but of course I try myself to swallow. And those egg that we have, those ducklings inside, remember? In Cambodia, it's very famous. It's one of the dish, and I really tried it. So it's truly fearless experience, but mind-blowing indeed. So please get yourself excited with all this crazy stuff, because it's once in a lifetime. If you don't do that, and then I'm not sure how long or when would I have a chance to go Cambodia and do all this fearless thing again. Counting down to now 30 years old, 30 plus, 40 years old, I don't think I want to try that again. So don't think twice.
Right, thanks Joanne for sharing. Yeah, I never tried that before. If I have chance to travel there, maybe I should just try and at least taste once in a lifetime, because that's how you gain your experience and story to share to other people. Yep, I feel it's inspired for everyone. I believe everyone will have the fearless moment. Just take action. And yeah, in Toastmasters, actually, we have 3 segments. PIE, we eat pie in every meeting. P is the prepared speech that we will have. Today we have 2 prepared speaker. And then I stands for impromptu speaking, which is table topics, where you will be given a chance. Yeah. For those who first time joining this club meeting later, please grab the chance to speak something during the table topic session, because you will have chance to train your mind, to speak to people, and definitely you won't be beaten by any one of us. Then we will give very precious evaluation, which is the E, the last part, so that to see how great you are now and how could you improve more in your later speech. So without waiting further anymore, so today we will have 2 speakers, as I mentioned. With that, I would like to invite our evaluator for our first speaker to share the introduction and the objective for the project. With that, I would like to welcome the evaluator, Distinguished Toastmaster Joanne.
Okay. Word of the day, belum lagi.
Oh yeah, sorry for that.
He has been missing from Chinese New Year for too long.
Word of the day. Sorry, yep. Let me share my screen. Actually, I prepared a slide. So Cheryl, you will share the thought of the day.
Oh, Brian also not here. Okay lah, I share everything lah.
Thanks, Cheryl.
Money
Money wait for you ah. I still haven't received my ang pao from you yet. I still haven't got my ang pao from you yet lah.
I'm not here.
Right, let's invite Cheryl to share us the thought of the day.
Okay, everybody, the thought of the day today is everything you want is on the other side of fear. Now, have you ever realized that you want something, but you don't go out and get it because you're afraid? You're afraid that you're going to fail. You're afraid that you're going to look stupid for it. You're afraid that people are going to judge you for wanting something like this. For example, yes, I saw a dress once. I really like it. Does it look good on me? No, heck no, but I still want it. But I didn't buy it because I know people are going to judge me and people are going to say that that's so not your style. Well, why did you want to buy that for? You're not going to wear it. It doesn't look good on you. That's not your color. But I like it. So that's always this thing. So the next time you want something, just go out and get it. Don't be afraid of people judging you. Don't be afraid of failing or screwing up or looking stupid or anything like that. Just go for it. If you really want it and you like it, it'll be worth it, isn't it? When you think about it, getting what you want, isn't that worth more than people laughing at you, being embarrassed, being ridiculous? Think about that. So that's, can I have word of the day?
Yep, sure.
Word of the day. Hey, I designed that one. Nice or not? Handsome or not?
Nice,
Okay.
nice.
On behalf of our grammarian today, the word of the day is valiant. It means to be brave and fearless, acting with bravery and boldness. So the usage, for example, she died last year after a valiant battle with cancer. Despite their valiant efforts, they lost the game. So for all the speakers tonight, please remember to use the word of the day, which is valiant. Depends on how you want to pronounce it. So back to you, KK.
Yeah, thanks, Cheryl, for sharing the thought of the day. In every meeting, we have thought of the day to bring some thought to inspire you, to get you to do something, then to have some belief in yourself so that we can be better. And besides that, we have word of the day as well by our grammarian. And each meeting we will have a new word so that you can use it in your speech during the meeting to remember and know how to use it so that to widen your vocabulary that you can use it in your daily life. That's how we increase our vocabulary. So remember to use the word valiant later in your speech. Right. So next, it's a P time that will be presented by our prepared speech. With that, now I want to invite our distinguished Toastmaster Joanne Tan again to share the objective of the project. Joanne, the floor is yours.
Thank you so much, KK. Breathe. Okay, so today I will be taking the role of an evaluator. An evaluator's role is to share the good, the bad, and what to improve in a speech, in a prepared speech. So being an evaluator, I'll be notifying based on certain criteria that is given in the evaluation form prepared by our prepared speakers today. So our prepared speakers today is Abdallah Ali. So Abdallah will be attempting a project under the project titles of Connect with Your Audience. And this has a purpose to practice the skills needed to connect with unfamiliar audience. So Abdallah, you are in luck today. We have a lot of new guests. So your unfamiliar audience are here with you. So the objectives of the project is to practice skills needed to connect with unfamiliar audience. And to do this, you have to present a topic that is new or unfamiliar to your club members. So thank you so much for taking our suggestion. So today, your topic will be host your show. Host your show, Abdallah Ali. Time is yours.
All right, thank you, Joanne. Let me share my screen right now. Okay, first we're gonna pin Alvin. Okay, let me share.
Oh, thank you so much to Alvin for reminding me about the time. Abdallah, please take note of your time. The time given for your prepared speech is supposed to be 5 to 7 minutes. 5 to 7 minutes. So 5 will be green, yellow will be under 6 minutes, and 7 minutes will be red. So please tell us if you can see Alvin's screen right now.
Yep, I can see the flashing lights. Thank you,
right.
Alvin.
So that will be a timer. Take note of 5 to 7 minutes prepared speech. Abdallah.
All right, can you see my screen?
Yes. You can share screen.
Okay, I've shared already. Can you guys see it?
Go full screen.
How about now?
Yeah, good.
All right, awesome. Okay. Good evening, everyone. My name is Abdallah, and today I'm going to share with you a very interesting topic. And that topic is host your show. So it's not moving. Okay, so what is the agenda for tonight's speech is, first we'll go with the how, the why, can you do it, and some examples that will help you, gives up like an idea of how you can have your own show, right? So first is have you guys ever thought of hosting your very own show? I mean, like you have the Oprah Winfrey show, you have the Jimmy Kimmel Live show, you have the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, all those big guys. Have you ever thought about hosting your own show? Well, I did, and I'm sure all of you have gotten that idea before, but you have those kind of like so many thoughts in your head, like, oh, can I do this? Or like, I don't know how to host this show. It is complicated. I don't have the experience. I don't have the production team. It is expensive. Those kind of things goes into our head. We're like, oh my God, you know what? Let me just put this aside. I don't want to do this. But hopefully with this talk, it will give you the confidence to actually take that step. So do you know what this logo is, right? I'm sure everyone knows. I'm sure everyone have came across this like 10 times per day, either on your mobile phone or in your browser. So this is YouTube. Now, today I'm going to share with you a few points that will help you host your own show. I'm going to make it a lot easier for you so that you don't have to think about all those things that prevent you from taking that step. With YouTube, it's like a huge door full of opportunities that you can grab and you can start easily, right? So how that works actually. So this is a simple graph that gives an idea of how things work. So what we have here is we have a mobile phone and we have a laptop, and at the center here we have YouTube, and on the right side here we have the audience. So what does it mean is basically you can create, you can host your own show by the use of your mobile phone or your laptop, and you can just upload it onto YouTube. So what I mean by that is, for example, if you have an idea in your mind that you want to start something, right, but you don't know how, well, you have a free service provided by Google, this YouTube. All you have to do is just get the first step and upload the video, because what you want is you want to take the first step, you upload the video, and then you see these huge people with lots of cameras. That's what you want. This is the one here. You want this part here. You want this audience. So you need to upload the thing, upload your first video here, and then you need to share that with the world. Without sharing it with the world, people will not know about you. They won't know what you'll be offering to them. So you don't get the message sent to the public. So thanks to YouTube, it allows you to do that. It's really simple. You can do it through your mobile phone or laptop. You share whatever things that you want to share with the world, and you got the audience right here. All right, so okay, let's ignore the drawing parts here. I guess stuck with the other slides. No worries. So why you need to take this step? Look at these beautiful numbers here. This is just YouTube. I'm not counting the TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and all that. I'm basically focused solely on YouTube here. Look at the huge number of active users, the monthly active users, the daily active users, the video views like per day. It's in the billions, not in the millions, it's in the billions. It's humongous, it's huge. So everyone who upload videos on YouTube, they want to get a piece of that pie. And trust me, guys, just when you upload the first thing, just get the ball rolling, upload your first video, and sooner or later, you will have a piece of that pie. So that's the reason why it is really important. It is when you upload your videos on the channel here, on YouTube, sorry, it's going to build a huge credibility for yourself. It's going to build your brand. If you have a brand that you want to market to the worldwide, you can do that as well through videos. Videos is like everywhere, and YouTube, that will be the first step that you should try it. So can you do it? That's the first question is, because it is, well, you will be saying, no, it's YouTube, it's hard. I don't know how to do it. It's complicated. Well, look at this. Okay, this is my YouTube channel. So initially, I don't know whether it's going to work. That was like 4 or 5 years ago. I don't know whether it's going to work. It's going to fail. I don't know. It was like totally blank. But I just tried it. The channel that I have right now is teaching people how to program, how to code. Am I a lecturer? Am I a PhD holder? No, I'm just a regular guy who had an idea of like, you know what, let me try to teach something. If it works, then hey, it works. If it doesn't, then we could try something different. And he can see that so far, like after 4 or 5 years, the channel is still there. I have 10K subscribers. That's good, but still the journey is still long. So I have so many things I need to learn, so many things I need to improve on, but all you have to do is just take the step and be persistent on that. And as the time goes, you'll get to these kind of numbers and even more than that. So just take the first step, that's uploading the thing, upload your video. So here is some examples I want to share with you, because everyone has an idea, but you don't know how to execute the ideas, or you don't know whether people can actually find it interesting, right? So everyone knows Felicia. Felicia is a dentist. So as an example of how she can apply the YouTube concept into her career is she can create YouTube videos. It could be like sharing tips. It could be a video of taking like a video of surgeries and all that, and share with the world. When you share this kind of knowledge, it's going to improve your credibility. It's going to improve your brand. You're going to bring a lot of customers to you as well. So that's really good. So this is an example of a channel that uses that she's a doctor and she's sharing these tips with the world. So Felicia perhaps might do something like this as well. And then we have Michelle. Michelle is, she has a pest control business, and what she can do is, you can see these people, what they're doing is they have this pest control company. They take a photo of like before and after scenes, and then they show you like how their service can actually make things better, right? So Michelle can do something like this in order to build her brand as well. So for the final thing is, what are you waiting for? That's the big thing. So just get it, record something, get it out there on YouTube and upload it, and you will thank me later. Without further ado, back to you, KK.
Thanks, Abdullah, for sharing the tips. So, ladies and gentlemen, in case you were once thought of putting something on YouTube, just do it, because we have Abdullah here in case you have any questions, how to upload, how to gain more, attract more fans, then I believe Abdullah has tips to share with you. Right. And as mentioned earlier by Joanne and by me, tonight is a special night because we have a special speaker who is already with us since before our meeting started. Who is he? Let me introduce him before I invite him to share the topic to you. He is actually with a lot of certificates, PMP, MBA, SQ, CMQ, OE. Perhaps if you want to know more about this, you could ask him more. And he is now an R&D manager, counselor, and volunteer. He'll be sharing his candid experiences on how to manage our mental well-being through NLP and CBT. Definitely, I'm keen to learn from him. Let us put our hands together to welcome our special speaker tonight, Andrew Tan. The floor is yours.
Thank you, KK, for the kind introduction. Am I visible and audible?
Yep.
Just hold on a moment while I share my screen. So try to stay awake today because I'll be presenting mostly using my PowerPoint presentation. So very good evening, everyone. Thank you for inviting me. I'm Andrew. I'm from B-Brown Toastmaster Club. I'm the current VPE. And the topic today is thriving in a VUCA environment, VUCA. So does anyone here tonight know what does VUCA stand for? No problem. I will introduce you what VUCA is all about. Can you see my next slide? Thank you. So VUCA is an acronym that describes the volatility, uncertainty, complexity and ambiguity of general conditions and situation. VUCA is derived since 1987. It's actually from the leadership theory from Warren Bennis as well as Bert Nanus. After that, US Army War College also introduced VUCA and described VUCA's multifaceted world perceived as the result of the end of the Cold War. So VUCA is subsequently used in emerging ideas in strategic leadership that applies to a wide range of organizations, be it education or non-governmental organization. So let us dwell in what does volatility means. We live in a world that is constantly changing. What is constant is change. Every day has become unstable. We have big and small changes that become more unpredictable. Changes are getting more dramatic and happening even faster. And events actually unfold in completely unexpected way. And it's also becoming more impossible to determine the root cause or the effect. Next, I'll move on to uncertainty. Right now, it's even more difficult to anticipate the events and also predict how they unfold. Historical forecasts, past experience, or best practice are losing their relevance. And it's because of uncertainty right now, it's also very difficult that we plan for our investment, development, or growth because of uncertainty in the route that we are heading towards. C is for complexity. In a modern world that we are living in right now, things are getting more complex. Problems and their repercussion itself are multi-layered and harder for all of us to understand. As the layers are intermingled, it's impossible to get an overview of how things are interrelated or related. So because of this so-called complexity, it's difficult for individuals to choose the correct path, and that single path could mean also impossible to comprehend. And lastly is the A, ambiguity. Previously, we individuals rely on one size fits all or best practice in making decisions. In today's world, right now, things are becoming unclear and unable to precisely determine. So nowadays, things are no longer black and white, and gray has become an option itself. In a world that takes the backseat on why and how, so right now, we need to have courage and awareness and be willing to make mistakes. Through mistake, we are able to learn to be a better individual. So now you know what VUCA stands for. Are you interested to know how you strive in the VUCA environment?
Yes.
Thank you for your response. So based on my experience, I'll be sharing with you the four skills that I actually deployed. So these 4 skills can be used for young professional if you're interested to advance in your career, or you are an international professional and also a matured manager going to a director level. You can apply these 4 skills to have a smooth journey in the VUCA environment. So the first on the list is visioning. Next is flexibility and adaptability. The third skill is facilitate collaboration and teamwork, and lastly, a customer-centric focus. So what do we mean by visioning? As you are aware, most companies have its vision and mission. So the purpose of vision is to clearly define the core value proposition or value propositioning. How do you feed through this vision in your daily contribution? It's very important to have the setting and communicate clearly what is your purpose and vision to the people around you. And a shared vision and purpose is a pillar that combines and connects individuals for us to work together to achieve the end goals that we would want to achieve. Next is the flexibility and adaptability. As you can see here, is a so-called a chameleon, a colorful chameleon that changes or adapts very well to the environment. So flexibility and adaptability is an ideal leadership trait because we live in an ever-changing world. If we do not adapt, we will become dinosaurs. So next is not to be stuck in a way. And if we do not adapt, we will not be able to learn new skills to achieve our goals and objectives. We must be able to be flexible and pivot and have an agile and new information to make better decisions and be prepared for the opportunity that arises. Any questions so far before I continue? If it's no, I'll move on to the third skill that I use. So the third skill is to facilitate collaboration and teamwork. Have you heard the acronym before? Team is together, everyone achieve more. So what is the purpose of teamwork? Teamwork is more towards collaborating as well as sharing our strengths and weaknesses and complement each another's strengths and weaknesses. So through collaboration itself, we are able to share innovative thinking and diversity of ideas that is required to solve problems and uncover new solutions. So through collaboration and teamwork, we are able to find innovative solutions more quickly, and we have more ideas, and we are able to adjust to the changing environment better. And last but not least is the customer-centric focus. So who are actually your customers? So the word customer here is loosely used. So for example, in a company, who are your customers? Who are your internal customers? To me, my internal customer is when I complete a task. This task is passed to the next person. So this is my next internal customer. So a customer-centric focus. Why do we need to have the mindset of a customer-centric focus? Because the reason is to understand whatever we do, it impacts the customer experience and expectations. So by knowing the customer's expectation and experiences, we are able to formulate solutions and decisions to better support their needs. So as I mentioned, there are two techniques that are also mainly used, which is CBT and NLP. So what is CBT and NLP? So I will start with CBT. So CBT stands for Cognitive Behavior Therapy. So it is actually a psychotherapy. And what's the purpose of CBT itself? It is to change the unhealthy and the unhelpful way of thinking, feeling, and behaving And it also uses self-help strategies to, the keyword here is immediately improve the quality of your life. So are you interested to know more about CBT? Because it immediately improve the quality of your life and changing your mindset to have a more healthy and happy or helpful mindset and thinking. Okay, that is what work on right now is a case study. If an individual would like to be a director in a company, for example, if the individual have limiting belief or limiting thoughts, I will never be a director in my company. So how do we work on that? Using CBT, firstly, we can identify the negative thoughts that that individual have. Why the individual is having that feeling or having that situation? What is the environment that is causing that individual to not be able to adapt to that behavior? For example, some individuals having stress or having a broken relationship, they actually take alcohol. So this is actually a maladaptive behavior, which is not recommended. Next is self-monitoring. So in order to know yourself better, you can start journaling. Through journaling itself, you can actually track your behavior on daily basis. At a particular time of the day or whatever incident, what were your feelings? What were your behavior? And what were your symptoms? And the experiences that you have over time. So after knowing what is the root cause of you having the negative thoughts, you go on to goal setting. So you start to identify your goals, distinguish the short term and the long term. And of course, we are familiar with the SMART goals. And also begin with the end in mind. Before you start, you know what you want to achieve. And next is when we are always keen to learn new things. I'm sure all of us learn or like to read, but how often do we start to practice? So we should actually practice what we learn. If not, all the information that we have will disappear. So practice new skills. And lastly, problem solving. Problem solving for CBT involves 5 steps. Firstly, we identify the problem. Next is generating a possible solution and evaluating the strengths and weaknesses of each possible solution, the pros and cons on the solution that you plan to make, and choose a solution to implement. And you can implement the solution, always check back if your solution requires update. This is how we continue to evolve and improve and to be better, to have a more positive mindset. So this is actually CBT. And next, do we have more time? Yeah, I still have a lot of time.
Still have time.
Okay. So after CBT, now I'll be talking about NLP. So if anyone in the crowd know or familiar with NLP? Anyone here? I'm very lonely here.
We used to have an NLP trainer in the club.
Okay.
She's back in Melbourne, so no
I
more
see.
sharing.
Okay, good to hear that. So some of us are some of us here are familiar with NLP. For those who are not familiar, give me an opportunity to introduce what NLP is all about. So NLP stands for Neuro-Linguistic Programming. It's how to use the language of the mind consistently to achieve our specific and desired outcome. So there's 3 elements in NLP. Firstly is the neuro. It's the nervous system, the mind, through the experiences that is processed via the five senses: visual, auditory, kinesthetic, smell, as well as taste. Next is linguistic. So what is linguistic all about? It's a language or other non-verbal communication, such as picture, sound, feeling, and word, or even self-talk. Lastly is the programming. So what is programming all about? Are we talking about computer programming? No, it's the ability to utilize program that we use to communicate with ourselves and also others to achieve specific and desired outcome. So right now, I'll be interested, if you're interested, I'll be trying a technique from NLP, which is called a role model installation. So if, let me know if anyone is not keen for this role model installation, because it's more like a hypnotherapy. So if anyone is not comfortable, you do not need to participate. Can I have a show of hand if anyone is uncomfortable with it?
I believe everyone is fearless.
Okay, good to hear that. That's why we have the team for today is fearless. Okay. Firstly, let me start by can you have a piece of paper and pen in front of you? Can I request individual to do so?
Can we just type on the keyboard?
Can, no problem.
Okay.
But then, okay, fine. You can type, no problem. Since you're in front of the computer. Okay, what is role model all about? Firstly, choose a role model. It could be someone alive or dead, ancestors or master, religious icon or beloved celestial being, according to your belief. The reason of choosing a role model is because you want to emulate the qualities. You look up to them. That is the reason why you have this, or you have your own role model. So for this practice is installing the good properties or the good characteristics of that individual that you so-called admire into you. Having said that, selecting a role model, make sure that they are not actors, actresses, criminals, or leaders that have brought destruction, celebrities whose life have ended tragically. So do not choose such individual as your role model for now, for this practice. So choose a role model that have a happy ending. Okay, once you're done, make sure that your role model have a happy ending. Okay. Once you have selected your role model, write down why you are selecting that role model. What is the reason you are selecting that role model? And what is your objective in life that you want to emulate from them? What are the qualities that you want to achieve through them? So finally, remember the positive emotions and the goals and the objective why you select the role model. So once you are done, if you are done, please can you indicate that you actually done by raising your hand? Thumbs up, very good, thank you. So once you are done, kindly sit in a comfortable position. Okay, if you're ready, I will start. So sit in a comfortable position. Gently close your eyes and relax. As you are ready to close your eyes, remember the moment that a person could give you an elevated positive emotion. Remember any moment, what you have experienced or know or have read before. What emotion do you feel after you have remembered that person's personality? What are your emotions that you're having right now? Do you have any emotions beside the emotion that you're having right now? Do you have any emotions that you have? If you are experiencing multiple emotions right now, focus on the emotion that you want to elevate. Choose one emotion that you want to elevate. Remember a moment when a person that you admire, what were the qualities that you admire in that individual? What were your feelings when you have during that time? What were your emotions that you were experiencing? Do you enjoy the moment? Do you like to have the quality in you? See what you see, hear what you hear, feel the feeling, the emotion that you're having right now. Intensify the feeling that you have, intensify the emotion that you have right now. Go deeper and deeper to the feeling that you have right now. You are now doing fine as you slowly relax. Let the burden that you have over your shoulder slowly being lifted. When you slowly breathe in, the more you breathe in and you breathe out, the more relaxed you become. Allow all the cells in your body to vibrate with positive emotion that you want to elevate earlier. The cells in your body will listen to your mind. When you go deeper and deeper into the emotion, you feel that you do not want to come out of that moment. Allow your subconscious mind to program your conscious mind and use the emotion that you want hereafter every day from now. Remember, the emotion is very positive and remove all the other unwanted emotions from you. When you are ready, come to the present moment, open your eyes, and preserve the emotion and preserve the learning. When you are ready, you slowly and gently open up your eyes. Very good. Thank you, everyone. So in order to end my speech, besides VUCA itself, what we have is, besides VUCA, we have VUCA 2.0. So what is VUCA 2.0? It's a strategy for a steady leadership in an unsteady world, which is have a new acronym, is vision, understanding, courage, as well as adaptability. Or the other one, if you're interested to know more, is VUCAP, is VUCA plus paradox. With that, I will end my speech. Thank you.
Thanks, Andrew, for sharing such topic. It is interesting to have the role players, imagination, and let everyone go through the feeling. So in case you wish to know more, you can ask Andrew, our special speaker tonight later. We have a break time. I hope everyone enjoyed the session. And yep. So that's the front part, the P, prepared speech. So we have done our prepared speech session. And before moving to the next session, we have actually role players in every meeting. Then I will introduce them to give the reports. First is the timer. Why do we need timer for every meeting? Like giving speech, you will know what is the messages and how long you have to deliver your message. For example, when your boss asks you, can I have the update within 2 minutes? Then you need to leave for another meeting. So how do you compress everything important in 2 minutes? That's how we train ourselves using timer. So let's invite our timer today, Alvin, to share the report.
Thank you, KK. So for the first speaker, Abdullah, times allotted is 5 to 7 minutes. So times taken, 7 minutes 43 seconds. For second speaker, Andrew Dan, time allotted is 20 minutes to 25 minutes. And time taken is 26 minutes 40 seconds. Thank you. Back to you, KK.
Thanks, Alvin. Then next, I would like to invite another role player, which is R counter. Why it is called R counter? Because it is unnecessary words capture. So his role or her role is to capture those filler words that we commonly use, which is not a good practice. So we should try to reduce the R or additional meaningless word in our speech. With that, I would like to invite Brian, another area division director of division. Yep, Brian, to share the R counter report.
Very good. Thank you so much, KK, for inviting me up as the role player. A very good evening, everyone. My name is Brian, and I will be the R counter for this meeting. So thank you, KK, for explaining what the R counter does. As for today, I have only one speaker to evaluate, which was Abdallah. Of course, Andrew, you are the guest speaker, so I have yours, but I will keep it with me as my own secret reference. So here we go for Abdallah's report. For Abdallah, I counted 6 R's throughout your speech, and you had one repetitive I. So you went like, I just tried. I just tried. So you had a repetitive I. And I think you have to work on this one a little bit more, the so. You use so at every other sentence. So it was at every other sentence. You went, I just tried it. So I went on. And then I was happy. So this happened. So it was at every other sentence. So try to reduce your so's and your R's. Thank you. Back to you, KK.
Thanks, Brian, for the detailed explanation and some suggestion how to improve to reduce the R in our speech. Next, I would like to invite Grammarian, our Grammarian. In each meeting, we have Grammarian to help to capture the grammar mistake and perhaps capture some good sentences or phrases that used by our speakers so that we can utilize and use it in our own speech. With that, I would like to invite our grammarian today, Nick, to share his report. Nick, the floor is yours.
Hi, thank you, KK. I would like to apologize first. I came in during the half of Abdullah's speech. So, based on my report, I did not detect any grammar mistakes. It's very good. I like how your speech about doing video. I'm enjoying very much. For Andrew, I really cannot detect any grammarian as well. But both of you have a very great speech. So, thank you. I think I pass back to KK.
Yeah, thanks, Nick, for the report. Yep. It's not necessary that every time we must capture or catch people's mistake. In case you are good, yeah, it's good, right? That's how we help. Actually, Grammarian can help you to on your listening skill as well, how you concentrate and put attention to people's speech, right? So this is another skill that you can learn from Toastmasters. Then we will go to the speech evaluation, and today we have Joanne to evaluate Abdullah's speech. With that, I pass the floor to Joanne for the evaluation.
Thank you very much, KK. So my role as an evaluator will be evaluating Abdullah's presentation today. Thank you so much for sharing with us your presentation on how to be a YouTuber. And it's definitely a surprise. So Abdullah, what I want you to do right now is probably to put in the chat box right now your link to your YouTube. And all of us can just go and just subscribe to the YouTube link, okay? So that's number one that I really want to do. Now, coming back to your speech evaluation, I noticed that the speech title is Host Your Show. And I was actually looking forward for how you will be sharing on how to be a host in YouTube videos, something that you would already be a professional in. I can see some of your videos, you speak very well, and all those terminology that you use are very easy and very layman type, so it's easy to understand and not technically complex. So that is definitely something that good to share. Now, when it comes to the title itself, it's really very attractive. And I noticed that in this format of evaluation, I'm just going to give you the good, the bad, and what to improve. So the good part is you have a very good, smooth flow, very structured speech, and I can see your timing was okay, so you didn't really go over time. And the slides is something that I want to compliment you because they are very easy to follow. You use simple icons and simple images, so all your audience will be able to follow your speech when they are looking into the icons and also the slide itself. So it's very, very easy to follow. Good job on sharing such a wonderful presentation with us. Now, coming to the bad part. Now, I noticed that you were annotating at the front, I think on the 5th slides. And then when you move on, you forgot to delete the annotate. So me and Cheryl was like, who the hell was drawing? So please remember that when you're doing your presentation, especially you're using Zoom, so it's good to always delete whatever that you have drawn on the screen immediately after you have used that, okay? That is number one. Number two, I noticed that you were lack of confidence. This is your personal expertise, I would say. This is your expertise. This is your topic of something that is already within you, is in your blood cell. So don't be so afraid when it comes to presenting it. I noticed that you were unsure how of your audience will perceive your presentation. So don't doubt that, because once you share it with your audience, it might be something that we are not familiar with, but we are all willing to learn. We're people who come into the meeting has an open mind. So for me, even though I'm much older than you, I want to learn from you. So please share with confidence. Now, when it comes to improvement, I noticed something that you might want to control on this one. You have to take control of your slides. You have to make sure that they are relevant to your topic. So when it comes to the topic itself, I want to know more on how do you host? How do you get started? Do you go like, hi everyone, my name is Abdullah? Do you rap before you start? Yo, my name is Abdullah, this is my video. So how do you start? And maybe you want to share with your audience on some of the criteria to really be a good host to your show, your YouTube show itself. Do you need to be disciplined in the content creation? Do you need to take control of the timing? How about video editing? Is it hard to do? How about the character? Or how do you actually look into the camera, and how do you actually voice your, do you control your voice, what kind of material you use, what kind of equipment you use. So those are things that I'm looking forward to hear from you, but those are lacking. So maybe you want to consider that on the next speech. Back to you, KK.
Thanks, Joanne, for the great example. We've wrapped some more. Wow, it's maybe you will see Abdullah YouTube channel with Abdullah rapping next round. Yeah, thanks to Joanne for the evaluation. All right, so we will go for a break session, but before that, let us take a group photo. So
Andrew's
everyone,
evaluation,
please.
KK.
Actually, Felicia that she will be doing offline evaluation for Andrew.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so with that, let us switch on your camera. There's nothing to be feared to show yourself in front of camera. We won't pop up from the window to grab you into the laptop. All right. So, Cheryl, can you help to take picture as well?
Okay.
Because yeah.
Okay, wait, hang on. Gallery. Okay. Abby, do you want to turn on your camera? Hey, Abby. No, shy. Okay, lor. Okay, so tonight I will be the catch-up person for this meeting. So everybody, give me your biggest smile. Smile. 1, 2, 3. Catch-up. Okay, hang on. QC first.
Let's do crazy one.
Hang on. Let me turn this on first.
Show your fearless face. What is your fearless face? Oh, that's so cute, Abdullah.
Okay, another one. So let's do the freestyle one. Freestyle.
Freestyle. Can you do that?
1, 2, 3. Kacha. I know I look dorky. Okay. Okay, everybody.
All right. Oh gosh.
Okay,
Andrew
everybody
has
looks good.
fun.
Okay.
All right, thanks,
Sorry,
Cheryl, for
as
having
a grammarian just now, I forgot to mention one thing. Both of you did not use the word of the day. It's valiant. Okay. So sorry, I forgot my job. So so I hope later the table topic you guys use this word valiant. All right. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Nick, for the reminder. Yeah, even in our we will have how many minutes, sir? Now, if it's 9:11, we have 3 minutes break, so you may take this break to went to washroom, or you can just stay and chat with us. And in case you have any questions to Andrew, please utilize this time to ask more questions.
I have one question for Andrew. I have one question for Andrew. Yeah. Okay. Is it the breakdown starter? You're right. So I just use the breakdown to start. Yeah.
Yes.
Andrew. Yeah. I've been wondering, like you at the first you asked us to think about the role model, right? It's quite hard for me to think my role model. Is it my problem, or is normal with this?
Frankly speaking, yeah, it's
have
normal. It's normal for, I would not say that everyone has a role model. For myself, when I started the NLP class, or attended the NLP class, I have problem also finding who is my role model. So to make it simple, my role model was my parents, because I have direct contact with them. I know their characteristics in and out, and there are qualities that I would like to emulate from them. So if you don't have a role model, Nick, you can ask yourself why you don't have a role model. Is there any
something bad that you don't have a role model?
No, it's not something bad. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. A role model is because someone that we look up to and we want to achieve what they have achieved as well. That is the reason why, for example, like Steve Jobs, or whoever, that he has the kind of tenacity, the will as well, and also being the perfectionist in him that makes him who he is today, his uniqueness. That's why he's able to create Apple as a huge, big company, a successful company. So reflect back, Nick, why you do not have a role model. Is there any reason why you don't have a model? There's nothing wrong if you don't have a role model. Thank you
In this
for.
case, like I have a lot of role models. If you see, basically, everyone have their strong point. So I actually admire like those people have their own strong points as well. But too many people, don't have a specific one role model in my life. That's quite hard for me to think about it at the first on your speeches now. I was kept on thinking, should it be my parents? My parents know, they all like sometimes okay, sometimes cannot like that. Hey, my friend, none of it. And then do have someone like very like those
you do have
influence-
useless friends.
Yeah. and then next is like an influencer and those very already very success people that we don't really know them. Like I don't know, should I put him as my role model as well? Because we don't really know that. We only know their achievement on it.
Yeah.
The bad thing we do know.
Just now, Nick, you mentioned that you have a few role models that you can think of, or many so-called. But what were the similarities or the traits that you see all of them have? So maybe that could be the, one of the emotions or the objective or the goals that you want to achieve, that they have achieved, but try to pinpoint what are the similarities that they have across the multiple role models that you have so far. So you zoom into one and focus on that particular goals, emotions that you want to elevate so far. Yeah.
In this case, which means that we have to look into someone's personality, not the specific person, like specific people. I don't think focus on someone's personality.
So for myself, besides my parents, I actually choose Jesus and also Lord Buddha as well. So when I think of that, I actually have goosebumps, also they call it energy or whatever. So depending this divine power that actually, this is not religion, but this is the role models that I look up to. So I'm not preaching any religion, but these were the role models, the qualities that they have that I would like to emulate. Yeah.
I got it. I understand really.
Welcome. Thank you for asking the question. Yeah. I hope. How do you feel? Yeah. How do you feel through the hypnotherapy process? Do you feel anything?
To be honest,
any emotion?
I from the first question, I've been stuck, and then I've been wondering, who is my role model? I did not proceed. I even go and Google search how to define my role model, how to search my role model, and then it's like I stuck on the first question. I did not stop it because I think it's my thing. I actually spent some time to think about it. Who is it? But still couldn't figure it out. That's why I decided to ask.
No problem. Yeah, just go with the flow and think of one, and hopefully those of the audience here who have gone through the session just now, do share how you feel. Those individuals who have gone through the process. This is nothing religious, not a spiritual thing. It's just more like, go into your subconscious mind. And before this could actually happen, the trust has to be there. And this is what you want to achieve as well. Personally, it's not to say that, okay, Andrew said I close my eyes, I'll close my eyes. But it's something that you really want to achieve, or the qualities that you want to follow the role models that you have. Anyone from the floor would like to share their experience?
Perhaps if you are still thinking, you have something to share, maybe you can just arrange your mind so then we have later we have more sessions to share. Don't worry, you have chance to share. Let us go into, because our break time is over, let's go into our table topic session. Actually, table topics is impromptu speaking. So you have chance, if you volunteer yourself, you have chance to know the topic on the spot and 1 to 2 minutes to answer or respond to the question. So for the timer, he will show green light at 1 minute, yellow light at 1 minute 30 seconds, and red light at 2 minutes. And don't worry, when he is showing red light, you still have 30 seconds to wrap up your speech. So the maximum time here is 2 minutes and 30 seconds. And there's no summon if you're over time, don't worry. With that, let me pass the floor to our table topic master, who will be giving you some challenges questions. I pass the floor to Felicia Chai.
Self-acceptance and more of the empowerment from within. That is where I have more room to improve to my better self by nurturing the one that.
Andrew, I think you're okay. Thank you, Andrew.
Hi everyone, it's me again. So I'll be the table topic master today. So which means that I will give you a topic, impromptu topic, and then you will need to prepare the speech and share with us about the topic. So before that, I will share my screen. Yeah, give me 1 second. How do I share my screen? Okay, here. Okay, can everyone see my screen? Yes.
Can see your question also, low.
I saw the question already. Faster put into presentation mode.
Okay. All right. Okay. So there are 6 colors over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you pick one color, and then for each color you have a specific question. Okay. So do we have any volunteer today? Anyone wants to be fearless and start the impromptu speech for tonight?
Nick is rather a lot of things to say. Nick, you want to do?
See Nick. Where is Nick? Wait.
I'm Grammarian today.
Doesn't matter. We can take over Grammarian.
Okay. I have a lot. Well, actually, okay. I'm just asking. Maybe I will take 5th, the eco color.
All right. Number 5. Yeah. Okay. All right. Here we go.
May I know who is taking the grammarian position?
Okay. So I think Joanne will take over the grammarian stuff. So for the number 5, the eco color, share with us about how you feel when you finally overcome your fear. So it can be any past experience or anything. So Nick, share with us how you feel when you finally overcome your fear. The floor is yours.
Hey guys, my name is Nick. So I remember my first fear when I had grown up and start to realize what is fear was in Genting, the roller coaster. I was so scared about sitting the roller coaster. It's a big fear for me. But everyone, my brother, after they ride, they feel so excited. They're just going to kill the second round. I was wondering, should I join? 1 year and 1 year and 1 year. I've been passing since I was I think when I'm illegal when I legal hike for the roller coaster, but I'm still choose not to do it. I think that's my first fear come, and I realized that that's what we call fear. There was a time my parents really pushed me to, like, you should take a try and try if you feel fear, you shout it. You just shout it out. I was wondering, does shouting out really can overcome my fear? Actually this question you've been wondering for wondering like when I will keep on thinking, should I do it? Shut up. But after that, okay, after that I decided to take up the roller coaster. I sit on the roller coaster. Yes, it's super fear that time. My hand is shaking. Oh, my goosebumps is like, Mom, I don't want. Can I go down? He said, no. Yeah, you only have one chance. You just try it. So, yep, I take it. I still remember how it feels the time. I remember the sound, the sound of roller coaster. Oh my God, I feel so regretted. I feel like, can I stop this? I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Can I go down? But it's on the seat. No one's going to care about you. So I just when every roller coaster, the first thing is going uphill. It's going up and you just feel a bit pump. When the time going down, oh my God, you feel so excited and I found it shout doesn't really help. I think but I remember how I woke up the fear is closing my eyes. It's just closing my eyes all the way going down, all the roller coaster journey is closing my eyes. And then I don't care. I just want to finish this. After that, the first time I've done already, I feel, hey, not that scary. So I decided this is my second time. Yep. And then I decided to open my eyes this time. Okay, another time. Going up, down again. Oh my God. It's like the downhill, if you look, the speed is so fast and you couldn't really take it. My breath even cannot, my breath even cannot catch my second breath. It's so excited. But after that, I think that's I have overcome my first fear that in my life. I'll be very grateful for people who push me to do it. And yeah, being a billion people. So I think you if you care too much doing something, you wouldn't do it. So sometimes for the first time, you just close your eyes, do it without thinking too much. After that, the second time, you're going to improve it again and improve it again. So don't be afraid of doing anything. Things is sometimes it's so scary to start. So don't be a villain, people. Don't scared about it. Start it in the first place, closing your eyes. The first step, just closing your eyes. You have a good beginning. The second, you're going to be better and better. All right, that's all for my speech. I will pass back to Felicia.
Thank you for your sharing, Nick. It was indeed a very informative and helpful one. So I think as long as we take baby steps and we are willing to try, we can always overcome our fear. All right. So Nick, do you want to help us to pick our next speaker?
Let me choose a guest.
Okay.
Choose a guest. Let me see who is the guest today. I will choose Abner Look. Did he close his webcam so immediately after I choose him? But this is my first time meeting Abner Look over here. I hope you can take this part.
Okay, look, are you up to the challenge?
I don't.
Be fearless.
Okay,
Be fearless.
all you need to do is take a little bit of time and think about it. It doesn't have to start immediately. You can take take some time to think about it, organize what you want to say, and then just share. Okay, don't be shy. Okay, pick one color from here.
Purple.
Purple?
Yes.
Alright. Okay. See what's the number 4.
Look, are you in a pub or something?
Oh no. Sure. Having some church meeting over here in my house.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so look, share with us a person who have helped you overcome your fear.
Okay, give me a second here.
Take your time, there's no rush, okay? Take your time, organize your thought, and then we look forward for your speech.
Okay. Okay, hi. My name is Luke Ebner. Yeah, actually, the person who make me overcome my fear is my dad. When I was young, all our family went to Langkawi. Langkawi, then we night the cable car. So I was very scared and I was extremely fearful. Which I don't want to go. Then my mother and my sisters all they went in different place already, except my father and myself. So I don't know what to do. My father he pulling me one side. I don't want to go. Then he just, no man, you just come, follow me now. Then I so fearfully I just hold his hand. And when I see down, oh my god, I cannot think anything already. Then he tell you quietly sit and follow me now. You don't make any noise. Then I don't know what to do. Then the second time we went to Genting cable car. At that moment, then I feel okay. The next time I feel okay, I got experience already. So I just relax really. Though I was fearful, but I buat muka not not fearful at all lah. That's all. Thanks, Felicia.
Thank you for your sharing, Luke. It was a very good speech. I really cannot tell you as the first timer because you did so great.
Thank
and
you.
I believe fear of height, a lot of people share this fear. Including me personally, I'm a person who's very, very afraid of height. But yeah, I like your story telling us how your dad helping you overcome your fear of height. Thank you.
Thank you, Felicia.
Do you want to help us to pick our next speaker?
Yeah. Give me a sec. I'll go with Shandini.
Okay. Hi, Shani.
Hi.
Okay. Can you choose one of the colors here?
Number 2.
Number 2. Oh, that's my favorite color. Okay. Give me 1 second and let's review the topic. Okay. So, Shandy, can you help? Can you share with us what's your biggest fear and why?
Wow, that's okay. My biggest fear is honestly, I see this group is very encouraging and you all are very open and I feel that you all are very free to speak. Okay, so that is a fear I had because people I know and people who I'm comfortable with, I can open up, we can talk, we can share and everything. But when opening up to new people, I think I fear judged. Okay, so I do have that. And yeah, judged. And that is something I need to work on and keep saying that everyone here is for the same purpose and we are all growing, we are improving and yeah, I just need to start feeling that every environment is okay and everyone is also facing the same thing in a way, just maybe different levels. Yes, that's all. Thank you. Am I? Is it done? Is it time?
It's okay. Yeah. All right. Thank you for your sharing.
Thank
And
you.
yes, I totally agree. Even though we are here for a while, or whether we are here from the first, second visit, so I believe everyone still had the fear and still got a little bit of butterflies in the tummy. So, well, I guess I hope you will slowly like us and stick around with us. Thank you. All right. Okay, so since it's almost all of our guests has been sharing, why don't we just invite all of our guests to share today? Next,
Nice.
can we have
Felicia, we're kind
Sam?
of over time
Sam, would you
already.
like?
Okay, Felicia, last
Oh,
speaker.
okay. Why don't we do one last?
Last speaker,
what?
last speaker.
Wait, who's speaking?
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, here we go. Can you guys see my screen?
No. Yes, now coming up.
All right, Sam, pick one color, please.
Oh, wait, is it me?
Yeah.
Sam. Oh, okay. I thought it was another person. Okay. I choose number 1, yellow.
Number 1. Okay, here we go. All right. So, what have you learned in your past rejection?
Oh. Past rejection, you say? Okay, wait. Give me a moment to think about this. I can't really think of a moment at the moment where I was rejected, but I do know like failures. Is that okay? Is that okay? Wait. Let me try and see.
Okay.
Is it okay if I like do failure?
Yeah, sure. You can.
Oh, okay. All right. So last year I took a math test and I failed it. And that took a huge blow to my self-confidence because I really wanted to pass my school and I wanted to get high grades. And that just made me really sad and demotivated because like I often give myself a lot of pressure, especially when it comes to academics. So that really affected me emotionally. So I was sad for literally a few days and I wouldn't take a look at my test paper because I just to like study it because it just felt too shameful for me to look at it. But luckily my friends and my classmates, they were like really supportive to me and they told me that it's all right, you can still improve on the next test. And luckily I did actually. And that made me realize that I was making such a big fuss over such a small problem and there's still time for me to keep on improving. There's still opportunities for me to show to like improve and improve my results. So yeah, I think that's all that I have to say for now. So thank you.
Thank you. I think there's fail a subject or did quite badly in a subject, but I think the whole point of it is not to give up and then continue to progress. As long as we progress, we'll eventually become a better version of ourselves. Okay, thank you for your sharing. All right, so we got one last topic. Okay, and We still got a little bit time. Abigail, would you like to try? Would you like to be our last speaker to pitch?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Which color would you like to choose?
I'll pick number 6.
Number 6. Okay. All right. So if there's a pill which will remove all fear forever, sorry for the typo, once you eat it, would you consume it? So if there's a pill which will remove all of your fear forever once you eat it, would you consume it? You can take your time to think about it and tell us what you think.
Yes, I would take that because I think like fear is the one that is blocking lots of things. Fear makes us feel like we are not good enough. Fear makes us feel like if I say this, people will get me wrong or what. So yes, I would take.
Okay.
Why?
Why?
And what fear?
Because like I think why is because to overcome the fear you really need something, right? It's like a superpower thing. Zip, and then like straight away, okay, I'm here doing normal things. So yeah.
Okay, thank you, Abigail. I think you are very, very brave person because I think the whole thing of this topic is the fear of losing. And I think that you are a very fearless person because without hesitation you say yes, why not? I'm gonna eat it, and I'm gonna live my life to full. I really admire your courage. All right, so with this, I think we have come to the end of our table topic sessions. I'll pass the time back to you, KK.
Yeah, thanks, Felicia, for the wonderful table topic session. I have something in my mind that after listening to all the speeches, actually, I experienced once before that someone shared to me. There is a spotlight effect that we always think that we are spotlight in front of people. Actually, maybe when I did something wrong, no one noticing it until I just worry about myself and afraid of people talking about me, but actually no one cares. So remember the spotlight effect, and maybe no one cares about that, and we just need to improve ourselves. That's good enough. Yep, so thanks for the table topic session. With that, we will also invite our role players to evaluate and share their reports, called evaluators. Let me invite our timer to share the timing for our table topic session.
All right. Thanks, KK. So for the first speaker, so the time allotted for all the speakers is 1 to 2 minutes. 1 to 2 minutes. So for the first speaker, Nick, you take time taken is 4 minutes and 8 seconds. And
Always.
Okay, so the second speaker, Adnan Luke, 1 minute and 35 seconds. The third speaker, Shadini, 1 minute and 3 seconds. And fourth speaker, Alexandra, 1 minute and 27 seconds. And the last speaker, Abigail, 50 seconds. And back to you, KK.
Thanks, Alvin. Next, let me invite our R counter, Brian, to share the R counter report.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the evening, KK. Hi, everyone again. So today we have the privilege to listen to 5 speakers, and all of them have taken up the table topics with such valiant efforts. Okay, so the first table topic speaker for today is Nick. Now, Nick, I detected that you had 2 R's in your speech and 1 at the back. So usually we use as trying to complete the sentence. So try to reduce that then just stop at the sentence where it's supposed to stop. And also you had a repetitive of I actually. There was one sentence where you were getting excited and you just went I actually. So the I is a repetitive I. Going on to Luke. Luke, I think you were very careful in choosing your words. Of course, you were very conversational. That's why this filler word came in. So I only detected like, as in the word like. We like to use the word like. For example, this is like something I know, that word like. And also I detected two las. Because your speech was very conversational, I enjoyed it throughout. That's why you had the las and the like. That's why. So probably you could be aware of it a little bit more. Moving on, we have Shandini. Shandini, I detected that you used two ums and two okays in your speech just now. It is considered a filler to use okay at the back because we are trying to fill that gap instead of just stopping. Let's try to reduce that. Going on, we have Alessandra or San. You only had one repetitive word. I can still, you can still, where you were trying to explain to us your situation. So you went, you can still, That was just a repetitive word there. And last but not least, Abigail, you did extremely well. I did not detect any filler word in your speech because you already took the pill to remove all fear. That's why you did not have any filler word. Congratulations to all speakers and thank you. Back to you.
Thanks, Brian. Yeah. Don't worry about the R. You can remove and reduce from time to time. Next, let me invite our grammarian, Joanne, first to evaluate Nick. Yep.
Thank you. So for Nick, there's only a few. I noticed he keep on saying 1 year and 1 year and 1 year and 1 year. I want to try roller coaster, but I didn't. So 1 year and 1 year and 1 year, you can actually change it to a year after another. I still fear trying to ride the roller coaster. Okay, so a year after another. Then the whole situation was a past tense. So try to be familiar with your tenses. So when it's already a past event, so always remember that the words that you use, I keep wondering, it should be I kept wondering. I feel, it should be I felt. All right. So all those tenses must be very careful. And last but not least is my breath, my breath. It's not my breath, it should be my breath. I can't catch up my breath. So it's not my breath. All right, back to you.
Thanks, John. And then I'll pass the floor to our grammarian, Nick, the rest of the speakers.
Thank you, KK, and thank you, Joanne, for the evaluation, and thank you, Felicia, for the amazing table topic prepared for us. So, I will pass myself. Thanks for joining. Just the judges have evaluate me. Okay, next my report is Edna. First, there's a one word I detected. You use relax. It's relax, not relax lah. Okay, we use relax and so much of already, and the flow is I have not detected any using the word of the day valiant. All right, move to Shandini. In your sentence, I have heard a lot of and. Okay, so become a bit. Think first and then speak. Okay. Also, no valiant word. No word of the day. Valiant detected. Move to the next, Alessandra. Very good speech. No grammar error detected, but also no word of the day detected as well. Move to the next is Abigail. So no grammar mistake detected. There's also no word of the day used. Valiant have been used. Okay, thank you. I will pass back to KK. That's all for my report.
Thanks, Nick, for the grammarian report. And before passing the floor to our general evaluator, our area director, Han Lun, I would like to launch the poll for the vote. So please pick the best of your choice, best evaluator or best table topic speaker.
Okay, table topics evaluation, not yet. Not
Oh,
yet.
sorry.
But
Okay.
I think we can all vote while I do the evaluation lah. Why polling session inactive one?
Okay.
I thought I saved already. Hang on.
Should I just relaunch?
You're looking for another device. And look at you doing. Did you log in from your device?
I think we can all vote for the best speaker only, best table topic speaker, because the evaluation for our speaker night tonight is silence evaluation.
Oh yeah. So
Please vote for number 2, best table topic speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, please vote for number 2.
Yeah, thanks, Joanne.
Oh, launch already. Oh, launch already. Ish.
So while voting, I think Cheryl can proceed for the table topic evaluation.
Okay, so congratulations to all speakers for your valiant attempt at doing table topics and poorly. Just joking, just joking. You guys did a valiant attempt at table topics, and some of you for the first time, so congratulations. Lim Pei clap for you. So let's start with the first speaker, Nick. Share with us about how you feel when you finally overcome your fear, and your fear was roller coaster. Seriously, roller coaster? I couldn't wait to get on the roller coaster, but I'm glad you finally jumped on and took the plunge, so to speak. And you have to thank your parents for that. Now, your speech was, you had a good structure of your speech, and I especially like that you closed your speech with a very strong message that you be grateful for the people who push you. Don't care so much, just go ahead and do something, because if you think too much, you will never improve. So don't be afraid. And I like that even with your mask on, I can still see the expressions in your eyes when you talk about how exciting it was for you to be on the roller coaster. Now, something for you to consider. Now, I know you're in a cafe. You probably feel a little awkward if you want to to dramatize things a little bit, but that doesn't mean that you cannot play with a little bit with your vocal variety and just dramatize things a little bit. I say, oh my God, when the roller coaster finally plunged down, it was so exciting. The first time, I had my eyes closed all the time. You know, just dramatize it a little bit with your voice and make it come alive for us. Now, the second speaker was Luke. Share with us a person who have helped you overcome your fear. And you talk about your dad. You talk about how your dad took you on a cable car ride when you and your family went on vacation to Genting and then to Langkawi and then to Genting. So, look, you that time it was 1 to 2 minutes. Could have shared maybe something more, elaborated more on your experience on the cable car. Share a nice story with your dad. Like what did he tell you during the cable car ride? And what was it like? Elaborate it a little bit more. And also, I think it would be nice if you can have a conclusion to your story, such as, you can overcome your fear. You only need to overcome your fear once. If you do something for the first time, and then the second time you'll be less afraid and things will be easier from there. Just close up your speech with a nice conclusion. The next speaker is Shandini. What is your biggest fear and why? So you said that your biggest fear was opening up to new people because you fear that people will judge you. And so your solution for that was that you just realized that everybody else also have that fear to a certain degree. Now again, for you, you still have a little bit more time, so you can perhaps share a personal story, like what happened to you when you tried to open up to people, for instance. Did you get judgment? Did you get a negative response, or was that all in your head? Now just share a little bit of a personal story. Nobody can say that you're wrong because it is your story. It's nobody else's story, right? So a story will help you to bring your entire speech to life and help to illustrate things a little bit better for everyone. And next we have Sam. What have you learned from a past rejection? Now, Sam, I can see that you are a really bubbly speaker. You are also a very confident speaker from the get-go. Your voice is very strong, very steady, and it was kind of vibrant throughout. Now, for you, there's no need to ask if it is okay for you to not follow the topic. You are the speaker, and in table topics, sometimes it's okay to say no. Sometimes it's okay to talk about something else other than the topic you're given, provided you don't stray too far away from it. Okay? And finally, we have Abigail. If there is a pill which will remove all fear forever once you eat it, will you consume it? Straight away, you went with yes, because fear is for you, fear is blocking a lot of things. So that's why you need the superpower to overcome fear. Now, thank you, Abigail, for being confident enough to take on table topics. I know it's something that's pretty scary for a lot of people, but you took it anyway, so you must have taken that magic pill, didn't you? Now, a little something for you to bear in mind is the position of your phone. I noticed that you joined with your phone, so perhaps next time you want to put it on landscape so that I can see more of you instead of, from this small little window, I can have a wider window. Also, you might want to position it so that I'm just not seeing your head only. It feels like I'm watching a talking head instead of a whole person. So overall, good job from all our speakers for tonight. I hope you all enjoyed the session, and thank you, Felicia, for conducting the session. So now I'll pass the floor back to KK.
Thanks, Cheryl, for the detailed explanation, evaluation of table topics, and we have voted for the best table topic speaker. Now I pass the floor to our general evaluator. Now it's really your turn, Hanlun.
Okay, it's my turn right now. Thank you very much, KK. So my role as the general evaluator is to evaluate all the activities, the flow since the beginning, even though before the club meeting starts until the end. So let me share my screen for each of the role and how I think for the club meeting. So for non-Toastmaster guests, for you, as you know, for my role as a general evaluator, this also will help the club's members to grow, how to improve the club qualities, and what are those strengths of the club that we can continue to stay on. So this is my role as how to evaluate as a whole. As you already know, just now we have a table topic evaluator like Cheryl, we have an evaluator like Joanne to evaluate the speaker, and now as a general evaluator, it is to evaluate how the club activities go well. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen soon. Okay, I think you can see my screen. Okay, cool. Let me enlarge it. All right, so what I like the most for this club, as usual, it is the hashtag most happening club. I will bet all the guests will know this code already. Hashtag the most happening club, and I can see that all the role player encourage the new guests, especially the guests who are taking the first timer for the table topic. I believe that everyone have some opportunity to learn to speak up tonight. Also, I noticed that the role player is helping each other. Actually, that I noticed one or two role player was not able to make it just now, and Cheryl stepped in immediately just to help out. So kudos for the good spirit of helping out each other. I would say that from these little things you can see that the team works very well with each other, and it is how the good club coming from, right? Right. Then for table topic KK, for Toastmaster of Evening KK, before the meeting, I noticed that he and also Cheryl and Joanne, they already start to have a chat with the guests, and then just to break the ice. Actually, after the meeting being kicked off, this is very good way to break the ice with all the guests and all the member to build up the warmth. I think in this slide, through the event is organized through the Zoom meeting, everyone might get cold or doing our works ourselves up in the behind of the virtual meeting. So the little bit of icebreaker, I think almost all the guests and members has called out during that time. It is a very good, although took a little bit longer time, like compared to the other club, but I think this is a very good practice. Another one of suggestion to KK is to call out the guest. I saw that you called the guest first before call out Gurney Hydro members, so which make the guest feel uncomfortable what they are going to say. So one of the suggestions is to call out the member first before call out the guest, so that guests for the first timer guests, they will know what to respond to your question. As really they are not familiar with our Toastmaster, our club meeting flow. Yeah. And another one suggestion is for you that I know that someone like Sam is not Malaysian, so she may not understand what the our Manglish mean, like salmon. So it's good that we need to take note of the word that we use for tonight. For club president Joanne, kudos. We should start the meeting quite sharp about 8:02. Warm greets all the guests and also the members. For timers, for timer Elvis, I even noticed that he keep track of the tape for toast or TOE time, and also flash the yellow light when he almost like use the timeout. I think it is something that normally the other timer didn't do, which I think Elvin do a good job of that. Grammarian. What I like the grammarian of this club is I saw that is a great poster on the word of the day, which capture my eye to read on in details. Very detail what is the word of the day, and also the usage of the example itself. So good job of that, grammarian. And then our counter from Brian. Wow. I also, it is first time that heard Brian do the R counter report. It is not just a simple how many R word, how many word that you have, but Brian has pointed out very clearly what kind of phrases the speaker use the R the most, and what is the suggestions and where it occurs those R counter. I think Brian did very good job in R counter report. Thanks, Brian. And move on to speech evaluator Joanne. I heard that I noticed Joanne used a lot of I word. So actually for those guests, you know that Toastmaster we encourage the evaluation and in a manner of encouraging, but not a command people, or like for example, if we are using a lot of you word, you should do this, you should do that. Well, in comparing to the I word, then I word is more commands. It is less common compared to how you use your you word. Therefore, this is one of the techniques that we learn in Toastmaster. So kudos to Joanne, use a lot of I word. So she expressed how her feeling, her feeling, and also her observation how the speaker do. So this is how a good example of using I word. One suggestion for Joanne that is I heard that you're using bad part. Actually, I would suggest that this rather than a bad part, but maybe this is not a bad part for the speaker, and then we may want to change the word into better word, like a suggestion or improvement for him. And I also heard that you're saying that I want you to do that, I want you to do that. So sometimes speaker may think that why you want me to do that? I don't want to follow you. So he may feel offensive if you command that. So you may change to the other word. I will be recommend you to do that. I will be suggesting you to do that instead. Let me skip over to table topic master. Well, I note a lot of good points right here. Very interactive topics, encouraging new non-Toastmaster member. A tip, even though giving out the tips for the table topics, how to attempt the table topics, actually for the guests. For something that to consider, Felicia, is to follow the Toastmaster standard format to call out the members' topics. For example, Hanlun, Hanlun topics ABC, topics ABC Hanlun, right? And also another small suggestion is to list out the timing for the table topic, especially for the non-Toastmaster guest purpose, because they are not aware that how many time is need to be used for the table topic. Last but not least, for Cheryl, I think it is good. It is very encouraging and also motivating evaluation. Just one small small suggestion. I noticed that you sometimes you add on you as well in your evaluation. So overall, I think good job for Gurney Hydro role player tonight. A very again, it is the most happening club that I ever visit in my area. So over back to you, Toastmaster of the evening, or President Jonathan.
I think Joanne, you can just take over.
What do you want me to do? Thank you so much.
It's okay. Then I think before Joanne's session, maybe we should ask our guests, how do you feel tonight? The
polling.
The time is
polling result.
The polling result will be later. So before we, as a TOE, I want to apologize. So we might have 5 minutes later to end this meeting. It's overtime a little bit, but I bet everyone enjoys this meeting very well. So I'd like to invite the guests, in case you have any opinions or what are your feelings after joining this for the first time, you can just unmute yourself and share your thoughts. Maybe Shandini. I saw something maybe
Hi.
above you.
No, I was just thinking.
You have.
Personally, I enjoyed the whole session. It kind of brought me up front, and I need to face my fear and speak openly as well, right? That was something I actually did. I did it, and I can actually learn from everyone. Everyone I sense has a different strength. I like that, and I'll be coming for the next meeting so that I feel more comfortable with the team. Thanks.
Thanks, Shandini. That's good that you enjoy our session. And thanks that we didn't scare you. How about Alexandra Sen? I think this is the second time you are here, right?
Yes, it is. So I had a lot of fun during the session. Everyone was really supportive and kind and friendly. So I felt more comfortable being able to speak more. And I'm definitely considering joining a club. But for now, I'll see if my schedule will allow it, because I'm a bit busy right now. But I really want to join Toastmasters though, because I want to improve on my impromptu speaking, because that's like a really big weakness of mine. So yeah, thank you.
Thanks. And sometimes we need to be like fearless when we make some decision, because the risk is kind of low. Then just go for it, and you won't be regretting. Next, maybe I will invite Abigail. Abby, you seems like ready to share something.
Hi. Yeah, I really loved the session, and I think I've learned a lot. There was like some professional development part, and we also learned like new words and communicating to each other is really nice. So I would like to join the next session. Thank you.
We would like you to be joining our family as well. Welcome. Next see you again next meeting. And last but not least, Luke. Do you have something to share? Or Luke is not available now? I think it's okay. Then with that, I pass the floor back to our president, distinguished Toastmaster Joanne, to share the result and closing remark.
Thank you very much to KK for such a wonderful program. So KK, after Chinese New Year, need to rush out a bit. But you are being put on the table as our TOE, so no choice lah. Thank you so much for a good and hard work done. So next round, table Toastmaster of the evening, please take note. You got to follow the flow and get familiar with the flow, even though you have a very long holiday break. Okay, so I have a monkey behind me. All right, so let's get to the point. So right now is the time where we will be announcing the winner for the best table topic speaker. So thank you, Cheryl, for sharing the screen right now. And Cheryl has always been great. Let's put up the drum roll before we announce. Ladies and gentlemen, the best table topic award goes to
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Luke. Where are you? Where are you, Luke? All right, we're just gonna take a photo of you, okay?
Yeah.
Are you here with us?
Wait,
Yes.
let me spotlight. Let me spotlight Luke.
All right. So where are you, Luke?
Can somebody take the photo?
Okay, I'm on it.
Look at the
Ready,
camera.
smile. All right. Well done, Luke.
Thank you,
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah. So you knight the cable car. So next time, don't use the word knight. Yeah. Ride the cable car.
Yeah, I'll fix it.
Okay. So thank you
got
so
one more.
much.
We got one more.
One more?
One more.
Is
We
it
have
the
a
same?
tie.
Oh, we have a tie. Yay. Let's have table topic evaluator also joining us. Table topic master. Okay, who's the winner? Wow. Congratulations, Alexandra.
Thank you.
So where are you, Alexandra?
I spotlight her. Oop, I think I spotlight the wrong person.
Wait, is my camera working?
Yeah, is your camera working?
Oh yeah, okay. Oh, wait, what do I do? Do I like smile?
No, don't worry. We have Cheryl helping you on that
spotlight
part.
you first. Okay.
Okay, there.
Smile. Well done. Congratulations, Sam.
Thank you.
So we're gonna see you again, yeah, since you won the table topic.
We'll see.
And coffee is on you.
Oh, I don't drink coffee. But my dad does. He drinks a lot of coffee.
No problem. Since your dad is a colleague of Hanlun, then I'm pretty sure he can afford to be.
Office coffee, a lot. Free.
Yes.
Why are you still in the office, Hanlun? Why?
Working.
Because
Because
don't try to
because
attend the meeting from the office for Alexandra to see. She will not talk to her father about it.
because her father is not working, so I help her father. Just joking.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Hashtag the most happening club. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's fearless meeting. And I'm pretty sure everyone enjoyed yourself from the conversation and also the feedback coming from our guests and everyone. I'm pretty sure you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it with all this wonderful speech coming from Felicia. It's challenging, tricking the mind, but of course, something that is worth thinking about it. All right. So without further ado, let's call the meeting to adjourn. Hopefully, you will stay as a valiant person, stay fearless, and enjoy a wonderful meeting throughout. We'll see you again in 2 weeks' time. So for our guests, if you would like to be in touch with us, we will add you into our family of Gurney Hydro group WhatsApp. So you'll be in, stay abreast with all our information and our meetings. Thank you so much. The meeting is now adjourned.